He's playing with like the Cool in the Gang on the funk the funk oldies cruise, featuring KK Slider. But here we go, game 1, losers top 8.
The Tracy special, right back to PS2. And right off the bat, what an interesting opening from Nikolai, who jumps down and then wave went back into the ground?
Sure.
I guess. You know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yep. Maybe somebody's been watching a lot of AMSA? Who knows?
Right on both plays, I feel like they're playing really passively right now. They're only getting like one-off hits until Nikolai, though, all of these up tilts doesn't stop, just keeps throwing them out, just says, yeah, shield this, buddy. You're gonna shield the first one? What about the
man. Very quick turnaround there from Stretch, snatching the percent lead back.
That's the kind of play in the stretches. He will take those stocks back. He said, you know what? You can deal. You can deal as much percent as you want to him. He's gonna find a way to make it back.
And that is definitely like a trait of Lucina as a character. If you're good at not getting whiff punished, then like those moves are, and the B revert or the wave bounce shield breaker, kind of. And you know what? That's like, there's probably very little reason for Nikolai to get punished from that because of how good Yoshi's air mobility is. Yeah. Like, you don't have to drift into that.
I really like the way that Stretch does use his shield breaker, because even if each one has a 1 in 10 chance of hitting, he's spacing them so safely that he gets away with every single one. As a matter of fact, then if he does land it, well, congrats, big boy. You're dead?
Yep.
He had the good idea.
That F smash was fully a bait.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
So, I mentioned this before about how Stretch, love him, you know, love the guy, he's phenomenal, but boy oh boy does he love his up B button in the most unfortunate scenarios. You know, for absolutely no reason. I guess
like a mock to a flame.
Yeah, I guess he was like thinking maybe he'd be able to meet Yoshi halfway, maybe he'd win the exchange. Well, now, he's a wiser man. He will hopefully not be repeating that same thing if Yoshi ever happens to be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, Lucina comes from the future. You gotta figure she has the benefit of hindsight.
That was a really nice down smash on the shield, actually, because Lucina tends to low profile as she does a down smash, and Yoshi definitely struggles to hit the opponent so close to the ground out of shield, unless he does something absolutely awesome. Down and out of shield. Stretch! Why? My boy. Okay. You know what? There was like a 1 in 2 chance of him dying to an up smash thing, so...
And that seemed kind of uncharacteristic because, like, I've seen Stretch twice react so quickly to Nikolai going off stage for a forward air dunk, and Stretch hit, like, one time he double jumps over it, the other time he up B's through it. So, like, his reactions are definitely there. And I'm sure that Nikolai was charging that up smash before he started the roll, but, I mean, that was 2 stocks ago at this point, so we are into a last stock situation.
Yep. And just like a general note, you always see Yoshi trying to set up egg when they're ledge trapping you. You can get hit by anything you'd like. Please don't get hit by that egg, because that's an egg into forward and then you're dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Time. It's the old reliable catches neutral get ups, catches get up attack, catches jumps. Just wait. Please wait for the love of God.
And the other Yoshi thing, like, don't be under a platform. Or don't think that you're ever safe under a platform. You're not.
They can and will jump.
That shield will not protect you.
It will fly across the stage to get to you.
Yeah. And there's like another good recovery vector from Stretch to avoid that side B off stage from Nikolai.
And that narrow shield's really tough. How is he going to be able to get back?
Oh, that roll was terrifying. Yeah, I mean, Nikolai... Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be game 1 for... that's going to be game 1 for Stretch.
So, remember when I said 1 in 10 shield breakers have a chance to hit, and all the other ones are kind of safe? There we go. That's the 1 in 10, and it was exactly what he needed. He was at 150%. 150. Yoshi was at 80 before he got hit by up smash.
So what you're saying is Stretch had max rage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like he does it so brilliantly too. Like,
yeah, but all the same, as for Stretch, you're so happy to get out of that game one with a win. Like anytime you can survive a last hit situation against a Yoshi at 150, you escaped with your life.
Not just when you survive, when you steal that. Like, you
Yeah,
stole it.
yeah.
That was
I mean, like,
gobbly.
he was living in don't get hit percent for what, the better part of 20 or 30 seconds there.
Mm-hmm. One hit, one good neutral air out of shield, one forward
up
air,
there,
one back air, one up air, one down air, one up tilt.
Yeah.
Anything. Okay? Any of Yoshi's buttons, if they hit, you're done. GG's.
But you know what what button will not save Yoshi in that situation? The shield button.
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, it's probably what killed him in the end. A shield breaker wouldn't have killed him at 80, but a broken shield, that's a whole lot more terrifying.
Yep. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's probably more punishes or pummels that you should probably let happen at that percent.
Oh my god, Stretch with those grounded down aims into the up smash. Beautiful conversion, able to rack up so much damage. Nikolai is just flying all the way around him. Both of them are just whiffing so many hitboxes in front of each other's faces.
And you saw as soon as Stretch noticed that up smash did not kill, he is getting out of there. He is getting out of that up B zone or that down B zone.
Okay, I like that F smash, and let me tell you why I like that F smash. Because he was so confident that Nikolai was gonna roll in some direction. He didn't know if it was gonna be in, didn't know if it was gonna be out. Said, you know what? If I get this, I get this. If not, I reset neutral. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I've been noticing that with Stretch. Like, he hasn't really hit a lot of like those raw F smashes, but he's banking on Nikolai not being able to punish them, and his gambles have he's hitting all sevens at this point.
Beautiful movement, using his dancing blade, wave bounces, beautifully, just to get down a little bit more ambiguously. What a reaction from Nikolai, though, on the neutral get up, just perfectly timed with its forward in order to be able to cover that. Stretch is going through all sorts of setups now with like that dancing blade hit one.
Yeah,
like dancing blade into neutral air and all that goodness.
He's playing real slippery right now.
Yeah, Lucina's grab definitely not the best. Nobody really has good grabs out of shield in this game, quite honestly. I would have expected it, but you know what? We're seeing personal growth from Stretch.
Yes.
This is character development.
Okay, and then more character development, not rolling into the up smash.
Yeah.
You love to see it.
He's making the proper adjustments. He's playing a whole lot more safely in the right ways. I am so surprised that counter did not connect, but again, you always have to take into account that Yoshi just flies throughout the air. He is not going to stay there in one place long enough for that counter to be able to connect. Stretch, beautiful directional air dodge onto the platform just to be able to avoid the juggle.
And then, not back air, not quite taking it.
That counter was so good, Ski was a good idea, but Nikolai missing the punish. Needs to be a little bit more comfortable with his character just to make sure Stretch doesn't get away with that.
Yep. And there's that back air.
Do you ever feel like Yoshi's tail back air, like the sound effect, is just disproportionate to what the attack is? It sounds
all
like
the
he's
time,
getting,
Dara.
like, punched in the face.
Yes, all the time.
Like, it's a tail. Like, relax.
Yep.
It'd be like more like a whip motion. Why does it sound like you're getting punched?
Yeah.
No.
Now we get a brief respite from the sounds of the back air as both players whipping moves for a little bit.
I feel like Stretch is starting to tunnel vision a little bit into the concept of Nikolai. Oh, beautiful punish. That was, we call that where I'm from, optimal. Alright, Stretch, that was brilliant.
Oh. But you gotta be careful landing against Yoshi. You always gotta be careful. Because he can linger, with the delay on the double jump, he can linger underneath you at that up air kill zone for so long. And like even further with the egg stalling and things like that. You just have to get away if you're trying to come down.
So a personal bias in me is rooting for Stretch. Because you know what? He's one of my New York boys. You know, he's a New York City fella. You know, we go to so many of the same locals together. I actually really miss Stretch and all the Long Island guys. Staten Island, I'm so sorry. Goodness, that's like, oh, you can't mix up the two. I miss all of my Staten Island boys a lot. I haven't seen them in a minute. So this goes for you, Stretch. I pulled this one out for you. I pulled out my Celtic bottle, which it's a tough one because
that's a high honor.
Yeah. There's like a tier list of like, you know, like the honorary values of pulling out each beverage, and like a Celtic that's at the top of it. That's like the most prized substance to pull out for somebody.
3, 2, 1.
And we are going to get another PS2 game for this Game 3 decider.
Stretch this time being a little bit more careful under the platforms, positioning himself in such a way where, like, you know, either the egg is gonna either hit the platform or like the stage behind him. So he's just being a little bit more careful there. There are those up Bs, but safely landing on the PS2 platform. Nikolai was unable to get a punish there. Stretch is timing this so much more patiently now. If you notice what he's doing, he's waiting to see what Nikolai's projectile mix is. Is he going to do up B, then jump up B? It's the next time he does it, he's going to be ready for that punish. Stretch's adaptation is phenomenal right now.
Yeah. And what I'm really liking from Stretch also is, almost a very quick reversal from Nikolai. But what I'm really liking from Stretch is that he's waiting to decide on his counterplay until Nikolai hits a button. Because Yoshi, with his air mobility, he can always, like, if you commit first, Yoshi can always do something about it. He can always drift around your, like, even a sword, he can drift around it and he can get his punish. But once he hit his buttons, especially down air, lots of hits, great. But lots of hits also means a really long animation. So, like, lots of time for you to reposition, which on the ground, Lucina is one of the best characters at repositioning.
Amazing ground game, phenomenal ground mobility as well. A plethora of options to choose from, like especially stuff like F-Tilt.
And there you see again, waiting out the multi-hit move and then going back and repositioning for that F smash.
But again, a little bit too hasty of an up B this time. Nikolai was able to get a punish. So what I've noticed from Nikolai is, and I feel like this is exactly the adjustment that Stretch has made as well. When they are at long distance, Nikolai first goes for the grounded up B, then goes for the full hop up B, and tries to chase Stretch down with it. And what Stretch has been doing is like, okay, you're gonna do that, I'm gonna wait for you to full hop it, I'm gonna dash back F smash. I just choked up a little bit, but this is a really, really good lead for Stretch right now. Falling to up tilt,
Wow. 67%, 86% unanswered. 67% basically from one neutral win. That back air saving his entire tournament run right there.
Nikolai needs to amputate the limb and cut off the bleeding right now. Or else the wound's gonna get infected and potentially be fatal.
I mean, this is still Stretch's game to lose, but you hate to whiff an F smash like that. Now you gotta, and now it's okay. It's not scary yet, but it's close to scary.
Yoshi is definitely no stranger to having an abnormally high DPS, is what I would say, until he gets his landing caught by Stretch. That was an immaculately spaced up smash. Okay, Stretch on that second stock literally sent shivers down my spine. That was